name is Bennett Collin, and Cognate is the future of trademark protection. So I need everyone to imagine for a minute that you are the owner of this little makeup shop in Florida. You spend your entire life saving up to open up this shop. You pour all of your savings into renting the retail space and buying inventory, and you take the plunge and you open up this shop and you come up with this name, Chroma. It takes you 2 weeks to come up with it. You're really proud of it. It's got just the right cachet and appeal to your customers. It means colors, and makeup's all about different colors and shades. You're really proud of it. Things hum along for years. And then these three ladies come along and decide they're going to start a makeup line, and they're also going to call it Chroma. And they have the H in there, so it's a little bit of a different spelling, but it's close enough to be what's known as confusingly similar, and you have a trademark issue on your hands. And their high-powered attorneys send you a cease and desist letter and say, you need to stop calling your makeup shop Chroma because the Kardashians have a federal trademark registration for the same name. So let's say you hire an attorney and she gives you good news. She reads you the letter and tells you that trademark rights are earned when you use a name to do business, not by registering with the government. And since you used your name first, you have the superior trademark rights. These are known as rights of first use or common law trademark rights. So you're happy about that, and then your lawyer in the same breath tells you how much it's going to cost to defend that name against the Kardashians and their full force of their legal team, and you end up having to give your name over to the Kardashians, or at the very least, let them dilute your brand to the point where your business suffers and you eventually go out of business or have to sell or settle with them. You might be wondering how big of a problem this is, and the answer is enormous. 98% of trademarks are never registered with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and that amounts to over 120 million unregistered trademarks in the United States alone. And this leads to trademark conflicts, like the example I brought up before, but usually it happens on a smaller scale but can be painful for any business. And this leads to $2.64 billion of trademark litigation a year. So that is just in the United States and just for trademark infringement. It doesn't include any other form of IP. Additionally, an average cost of rebranding, which is another common effect of having a trademark conflict, costs on average for a mid-sized company over $100,000. And there are untold millions wasted on filings, correspondence, cease and desist letters, and brand dilution, which often is unreported, but due to trademark conflicts and people being confused about the source of goods, costs brands millions a year. So Cognate aims to solve this problem by providing a fast and affordable way for people to protect their trademark rights. We let people document proof of their common law trademark rights in under 8 minutes and for $30 a year. And as I mentioned, common law trademark rights are the basis for all trademark rights in the United States, and in some cases can be superior to a federally registered trademark. And on top of that, Cognate monitors your trademark to make sure that no one is using your trademark without your knowledge or consent. We monitor federal trademark applications and websites like eBay where infringers might be operating. So we can protect you from the Kardashians. So we're going to go over to our website. So it's really simple. You put in the mark you're going to monitor. Let's say can you guys still hear me? Let's say we're going to do Boston New Technology. This mark is already being used, obviously. You put in your name and your email. And then you're brought over to the registration page. It's just credit card information on the next page. But that's all you need to do to monitor your mark. And the trademark registration process is similarly simple. It's one form where you fill out all of your relevant information, including rights of your date of first use and proof that you're using your mark. Essentially, it's the same information that the Patent and Trademark Office requires to prove your trademark rights. That's it, and I'll take any questions you have.
How does that work for visual trademarks as opposed to just word marks?
So like logos or designs?
Yeah, like somebody might have the name Chroma, and they might be in the printing business. Someone might have the name Chroma and be in the makeup business.
I see. So it does depend on your industry. So, you know, someone using Chroma for couplings for irrigation pipes, it wouldn't be a conflict with a makeup company. It is industry specific, and that's one of the pieces of information we have you fill out on the registration form is what industry you're in. And there's, you know, the PTO has certain sets of classifications of goods that everything is supposed to fall under. So you could, you know, conceivably operate under the same name in different classifications.
And what about businesses, for example, not the best example, but like everyone understands what the Nike logo looks like. You don't actually need to see the name.
Right. Yes. So logos are kind of their own area. We don't have. Right now we're just focusing on names, words, slogans, things of that nature. So we don't have a logo functionality yet, but something we're going to have in the future. Yeah.
What's your guarantee? Like, if I register with trademark there, and it turns out somebody else had like already using it, like already paid $29.99 a year for 3 years for some trademark you don't have any database.
So are you asking what happens if someone's already registered it on our site?
No, like let's say they're using it, but they haven't registered on your site. How do you know if it's already?
Right. So our site is for people who are already using a name. We're not for name clearance. We're assuming that you've already done your homework and you picked a name that you're clear to use. Yeah.
So you mentioned that part of this process is registration, right? Is that how your system would help, say the Chroma example, help protect that makeup company from somebody else using it because you're helping them register their mark?
Right. So when I say register here, it's register on our site, and we are the common law trademark registry. So someone like the Kardashians who are using a lawyer to do clearance before they choose a name, the idea is that the lawyer would be able to see easily that someone is already using that name, even though they're not federally registered. We give them the ability to make a clear claim to their trademark rights, and someone like the Kardashians' lawyer would be able to find this and say, we better steer clear because this makeup company in Florida already uses this name. If we want to do business in Florida, we're not going to be able to do that because they have the prior rights.
Okay, but there's nothing like preventing them from using that same tactic and just saying, well, we didn't see it.
Right, and but that's the same thing as the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Is people, you know, it's the same concept. People can still do the same thing and say, oh, we didn't see it in the PTO.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it strikes me that you could, for example, for a given name, you could search Google every day, but for many names you get thousands and thousands of references. How do you sort that, and not specific for the industry that you're talking about?
Right.
How do you work that issue?
Right, so our monitoring algorithm takes care of a lot of that. We try and sort through the noise, and we're trying to only ping really relevant databases where company names exist and not just give you everything that turns up in Google. Does that answer your question?
It's as good as we're going to do right now.
Yeah.
So if your potential customer base is anybody with business, how are you focusing your marketing?
Yeah, so that's actually a good question. We've started off partnering with startup accelerators. You know, we're partnered with Techstars and people like that who are dealing with companies at or near their point of formation when they're thinking about this kind of stuff. We are actually just either tomorrow or Thursday going to launch our first online paid marketing campaign to kind of try and reach the masses and see what kind of traction we get there. We also have a couple more really specific niches that we are thinking about addressing. There are applications outside of just general business names too, like there are certain incentives for banks to have people who are applying for small business loans to make sure that their unregistered trademarks are secured in this fashion. And we've had meetings with several banks, and we're kind of nurturing those relationships along. So we're kind of not exactly spray and pray, but we're pursuing all the channels we can think of right now.
All right, I think that's time for Cognate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.